Previously, I can't have a relationship with you, Gary.
I want to make it up to you. Great food, great movie.
Okay.
Mark's doing a really thorough job. He even got a photographer to take photos of the entire scene.
Did you figure out who the shoes belong to?
They're not relevant to the case.
I found the IOU. When he brings up Monopoly, run.
Toadie's sus.
I'm not going to say anything.
We're celebrating the business you bought me and your invention on the verge of success.
I don't know how I can put it right without destroying my marriage.
Everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Clancy, come on, boy.
Oh, he's such a lazy bones. He probably wants to stay in there and chew his toys.
Yeah, which he's been burying all over my backyard. He makes a mess, and guess what? I'm the one who has to clean it up.
Oh, it's just like me sweeping up Gary's birdseed. What is it with you men that are so allergic to cleaning?
What does it look like I'm doing?
At your tools, darling. If you weren't such a genius inventor, I'd throw you in the doghouse as well. Come on, Shields, let's go.
You're lost, Clancy.
Hey, heads up, I spilt the beans to Toadie last night.
What?
And I'm going to tell Dipi as well.
What about the promise you made to me not to tell anyone?
I need to be honest with my wife, Mish. Sure, you can understand that.
I do, but telling it will only cause trouble.
Paul doesn't waste any time. Contracts are through for this deal with Leo. Just don't want to get screwed over. My whole investment's at stake here. Sorry, I really shouldn't be talking about money.
No, it's fine.
Just tell me you're going to GA like planned.
Yes, of course I am. Hey, have you seen my shoes? You know the wedge ones with the red, black and white strap, kind of like woven material?
Do you remember when you last wore them?
Yeah, it was that night I just had that huge bender.
Well, that was a while ago.
I remember having them in my hands.
You don't recall where that was?
No, it's right on the edge of my brain. I can't grasp it.
You weren't driving a car?
No. No, I was drinking a lot. I definitely wasn't driving. Look, the taxi, it took me as far as the council offices and then, I don't know. It'll come back to me eventually. It's just, I just really like the shoes.
You look pretty comfy.
Yeah, not for long. May have invited you home, but I didn't agree to that ridiculous grubby eyesore.
Well, as soon as I get in the shower, I bet you'll be lounging all over it, huh? No, I'm having a shower first.
No, I got work. You don't even have a job.
I do too.
Oh, not a real one. Thought I missed that kid until he moved back home. What's up?
Sonya's remembered the shoes.
What, she remembers where she left them?
She remembers wearing them the morning of the crash. What if she remembers being near the backpackers too?
Well, even so, you and I both know she wasn't responsible for the accident, right?
There's more. She went gambling last night.
Hey, Az got in first, eh?
Yeah, and I bet as soon as he gets out, I'll have grown a beard. I'm going to Piper's.
No worries, catch her. Where did she go gambling?
I don't know the details, just some card game. The point is, I'm really worried. What if you removed the shoes from evidence? We'll just put them back in her wardrobe and then she'll stop thinking about that morning and then nobody will be any the wiser.
That would be tampering with evidence.
How can the shoes be evidence if you say she wasn't involved? Mark, come on, you started this by not putting her forward as a suspect. We've come this far, we have to see it through.
Hey, back in uniform, mate. Yeah, first day. Yeah.
Xanthi's on her way. She's had a minor hair emergency.
Better go check on her then. I don't think Xanthi's really impressed with him chucking in the apprenticeship.
No, I know. Hey, I was thinking, maybe we should throw Xanthi a little party.
Sorry?
For her birthday, her 17th. I mean, we missed her 16th. And by all accounts, Amy said it was an absolute disaster.
Yeah, it's a nice idea.
So I was just thinking because, I've been focusing on Jessie so much lately and... I mean, I'm not really paying attention to the daughter that... All right, well, just call me when the engineer gets there.
Hey, honey.
Didn't expect to see you home so soon.
Yeah, well, Sheila sets a fast pace. Is everything all right, bud?
There's something I need to tell you. It's about me and Mishti. And that.
The lawnmower?
Yeah, it's not as great as I made out.
What are you talking about? You've had plenty of interest.
No, I haven't. I only said that to throw you off the scent. It's a lemon.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
You were so proud of me, I didn't want to disappoint you.
Disappoint me?
Yeah, it gets worse. All those times you thought I was off selling farm gear, I was actually trying to make that stupid thing work. I sunk more and more money into it and lost more and more business. And then something terrible happened. A prototype I was taking out for a test run blew up and it started a fire. And it completely wiped out someone's barn and I had to compensate them.
With what?
I took out a second mortgage on the property. And then a third one. And when I couldn't make the repayments, the bank foreclosed.
We lost our house? I thought we sold it.
No, we were lucky to break even.
How on earth did you buy me the cafe?
Someone put up the cash.
Who in their right mind would do something like that? Loan shark?
Your sister.
Morning. Hey. Son. Hello.
Oh, sorry. I'm just a bit out of it.
Yeah. Sounds like you had a big night. Don't be embarrassed. You know, my dad used to drink. I'm not judging.
Yeah, well, I guess it's no secret I've been struggling. The West Waratah Star made sure of that. Yeah, and on top of it all, I've lost my favourite shoes.
Your shoes? So what did the shoes look like?
Oh, they were just wedges with a red, black and white stripe on them. I lost them on my way home the other night. I'm sure I'll find them. Anyway, thanks.
I did lend him the money, and to be clear, he didn't ask, I offered.
Wait, was this the IOU and the teapot?
When I was staying with you in Burke, I got the feeling that Shane was struggling financially.
He lost our house.
He felt so bad about that. So I followed him here to see if I could help.
You followed him all the way to Erinsborough?
When he came to visit Toadie, yeah, I guess I needed to get away from my life too.
All this time, you've both been keeping this from me.
Shane said he'd pay me back when he sold his invention, but honestly, I don't care if he ever does. You know I never wanted that money. It was tainted. Blood money. And you've supported me through hell and back. Why can't I do something for you and your family for once?
It's not about we give you this, you give us that. No.
I am eating with you, living with you. Consider it bored. Just please don't be angry with me.
I'm not angry with you. I'm furious with Shane for taking your money and keeping this from me.
You shouldn't be. He's a good man. I owe him in so many ways.
Owe him?
He's a good guy. Just take the money and leave it at that.
All I know is that Mark had a photo of some shoes.
Here you go.
Thank you. I saw a picture of shoes that he claimed were unidentified. Shoes just like the ones Sonya lost.
Okay, and this is all in connection with the accident?
Yeah.
Well, then the person you need to talk to is Mark.
What are you doing with those? Looking for Cinderella?
Yeah, just transferring them to the warehouse there from an old case.
Well, at least someone's with the housekeeping around here.
When the iron glows, when the iron glows red.
Ah! Just wait a few seconds and then pop your pants back on. Oh, Honey Bunch, what a surprise.
Yeah, everyone just keeps asking why Ben's back at school. I had to get out of there.
Well, is something the matter between you two?
No, we just don't seem to be on the same page. What's this, Mama? Have you been shopping? Party stuff?
I wanted to do something special to celebrate your birthday. Well, in fact, your dad and I both did.
Seriously? Oh, Mama, I was low-key dying after my party last year, if you can even call it that. You and Dad are doing a really good job at this co-parenting thing.
Oh, I'm glad you think that. Because on that note, while you're here...
Did you really have to wax everything?
Oh, think of how aerodynamic you'll be on the footy field. Footy players.
As you were saying before...
Oh, I just wanted to get your opinion on, well, now that Therese is out of the picture, how you'd feel about things sparking up between your dad and I again. Your dad is gold, and it's just taken me this long to appreciate that. Do you think it's worth the risk?
I don't know, Mama. I mean, life's pretty short. I know this guy at the hospital. He has this brain aneurysm. Basically, he could die at any moment. And he's always saying that if you couldn't rely on tomorrow, what would you do today? I think you should totally go for it.
Oh, they're great! But we need to get a helium tank.
Already done.
Never fails to crack me up.
Me either. Is there anything else I can do to help?
No, I think Sheila's offered to do the food, so we're all good.
Huh? Leave you to it.
Wait. There was something I did want to talk to you about. No, not Xanthi's party, just something I need to say.
Yep.
You know how there's 4,000 minerals in the world, but only 20 of them are actually gems?
No, I didn't really know that.
Well, of all these average minerals, only some of them make the grade. And even the ones that are gems, they've got to have all these distinctive qualities like colour and clarity. Only so many are real gems, and those ones are really hard to find.
Brooke, is this your way of breaking it to me that you're going back into the jewellery business?
No. What I'm trying to say is that of all the worthless, fake, nasty men that I've had in my life, that, Gary, you're the real deal. You're a real gem.
That's, quite the compliment.
I mean, I love everything you do for me, and what I'm trying to say is, Gary, I love you. And I was wondering that maybe you might be able to share these feelings. Not today, not now, but in the future.
That's, quite a lot to take on board. I'm flattered, and I think you've got a really great heart. And I'm really impressed by the way you are with Xanthi.
But you just don't love me anymore.
I'm still in love with Therese. I'm sorry.
There you are. Oh, thank you. And so?
Well, I trusted my sister and my husband completely to think they've been keeping secrets from me. Well,
secrets always spell trouble.
I can't deny that he used the money to do what I wanted, to move closer to the family and buy me a business of my own, but why did he pretend it was all his doing?
Male pride can be a very delicate thing.
We're husband and wife. It really hurts that he could hide something like this from me. And letting me harp on about the lawnmower invention, I feel like such a fool.
Oh, you can't think like that. You were just being supportive. Although, your sister must be a very good saver to have that amount of money just lying around ready to give away willy-nilly.
Mishti got a large compensation payout when she left her last job.
Lucky her.
Unfortunately, it wasn't a happy time and she hasn't touched the money at all. you think it's wrong for me to be so upset about all of this?
Oh, no, of course not. If my Frank had had secrets with my sister, oh, I wouldn't have stood for it. I would have given him the rounds of the kitchen.
Yeah, well, I guess we all have secrets, don't we?
There's not enough in the maintenance fund to cover the repairs. Okay. All right, fine. Well, let's talk about it over a conference call tomorrow. Bye. Yes?
You're a total knoll. Not as a boss, you're pretty good at that. I mean in terms of Gary.
That's none of your business.
Therese, you should take a long, hard look at yourself. You swan about here doing deals on your phone when the man who loves you is nursing a broken heart.
Why are you telling me this?
I just want to know if you're going to forgive Gary, because he's still hung up on you.
Gary and I are done, and that's not going to change. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
If you're looking for Mark, he's out at the moment.
Oh, do you know how long he'll be?
Why? Was it police business or family business?
Actually, police business.
Urgent?
No, I just had to pass along some information. I'll catch him later, though.
Well, if it's information about a case, I can take it down and let him know.
It can probably wait.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
It's not a big deal.
Well, then you might as well tell me.
It's about the shoes they found after the accident.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, look, don't worry about it. It's probably not important. I'll chat to Mark later.
Hello? I'd like to make an inquiry.
Ellen saw me taking the shoes out of evidence. The timing couldn't have been worse.
Did you tell her who they belong to?
No, I told her that I was taking them to the warehouse. Now I'm going to have to go through with it.
Not necessarily.
We can't give them back to Sonya if Ellen sees her wearing them.
Destroy them. Mark, you keep saying the shoes have no relevance because Sonya didn't cause the accident. Or could this be you having doubts?
Sonya is a beautiful, caring person.
Yes, and beautiful, caring people can do really terrible things when they're not thinking straight. And she's not. If Sonya went to prison...
Don't say that.
Yeah, exactly. It would destroy her. She would never be the same again. Not to mention the effect it would have on Nellie.
But if she is guilty...
Then what? Yes, she's done a bad thing. She hurt Piper and David, but she didn't kill anyone. Would the world really be a better place if she got locked up? Son deserves a second chance, Mark. She has done so much for us. This is our chance to help her. I say, let's get rid of these. Just take them out of the equation.
I need time to think.
So here you are in cahoots again?
No, love.
Well, you'll forgive me for not believing you.
Please, Dip, we didn't want to keep anything from you.
Yet you managed so well for months.
It was tearing me up. I hated lying to you.
Why were you?
Well, I was hoping to sell this thing and pay Mishti back before I told you, but I can't get it to work.
You don't need to pay me back, really.
Of course I do.
Shane's right. You need to stop thinking about your payout as something bad from the past and start thinking about it as a way to set up your future.
Right, so I'm going to take on 2-3 jobs, however many it takes, until I get you your money back.
You're already working long hours. You'll never get to see us.
You got a better idea?
I do. Sell your mower.
What part of It's a Lemon don't you understand?
You're clever and you've worked hard, and I know you have what it takes to make this happen.
Nah, I've already wasted too much money on this thing.
I know, and that's exactly why you can't stop now.
Hey, let's blow this off and go to Gross Monkeys, eh?
Ben, I have to study if I want to become a nurse.
Yeah, you will. We haven't hung out in ages.
So, Ben, has Anthony told you about her party?
No.
Oh, well, that's because Mum organised it, so I thought that she'd invite all my friends. But do you want to come?
Duh, of course.
Great, because you're invited. Well, that's settled then. Mum, hey, how'd it go with Dad?
Oh, not great. He's still in love with Therese.
Oh, Mum, I'm sorry.
I gave it a shot. tragedy is, I told Therese how he felt about her, but she doesn't want a bar of him. It's just such a waste of a good man's love.
Did you explain that to Dad?
No, I can't. That would crush him even more.
Yeah, but if Dad knew that Therese wasn't interested in him, then maybe it would make it easier for him to move on.
Move on? That's a really good point.
Steph? What the hell are you doing? Give me some matches.
Unmissable drama.
Sonya was there.
She wasn't involved in the crash, I promise you that.
I just don't want who did this to get away with it. Piper could have died. David too.
I have a proposal for you.
I am just so scared that you're going to get your heart stomped on.
I have a plan.
What's going on?
Must see Neighbours.